The first duel is extremely important. The first minutes, first touches. They're so important.
Eden Hazard's game is all about creating danger.
If you're able to beat your man, then perhaps he'll say to himself, maybe I need to pay him special attention today. Perhaps he'll be stressed out about what you just did to him in that one-on-one.
The Belgian took to the stage in Chelsea's crucial round of 16 second leg with Galatasaray as the undoubted talisman of the Blues' attack. A role once held by a returning star, Didier Drogba. Galatasaray hadn't won in 8 previous visits to England, and that record seemed destined to continue as Hazard combined with Oscar to set up Samuel Eto'o after only 4 minutes. Hazard, successful in 24 of his previous 31 one-on-one duels in the competition this season, was in electric form throughout, despite facing some robust tackles from Gala's defenders.
It's true that in some games your opposite number wants to hurt you, and that motivates you. You want to perhaps dribble past him even more, or something like that. But most of the time, I'm not thinking, oh yes, I have to do that to him, it's just how it goes.
With Hazard pulling the strings, Chelsea secured victory just before half-time. Gary Cahill, calm under pressure, scoring the decisive second for the home side. 2-0 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate, and a place in the quarter-finals for Chelsea. On a special night in West London, Hazard was once again at times unplayable. Reaching the UEFA Champions League last 8 for the first time is an important milestone for the mercurial winger. After making his European debut with French club Lille in 2009, he swiftly developed into one of world football's most exciting attacking talents. Huge potential, huge potential, huge potential. The 23-year-old is determined to shine on club football's biggest stage.
It's the best competition in football, alongside the World Cup. I think everyone watches it as there are important games with a lot at stake. It's the highest level there is. There are only great players participating. In these games, the great players simply have to be at their best. That's what the Champions League is all about.
With 15 goals and 11 assists in all competitions this season, the Belgian has been receiving rave reviews, in particular from Jose Mourinho. Attempting to become the first coach to win the title with 3 different clubs, his renowned motivational skills have been integral to Hazard's development in London.
He lets people do their own thing. He gives a lot of confidence to his players. He motivates us with small statements and small sentences, either in the newspapers or face-to-face. I think I'm giving that back to him on the pitch. As I often say, I hope that it will last, because we have a nice chapter to write together.
Born into a family passionate about football, with a brother who's starring in the Belgian league, Eden Hazard has developed into an iconic figure in his homeland. Despite his superstar status, his outlook on the beautiful game has changed little over the years.
I try to be a role model for the youngsters, the way Zidane was my role model about 10 years ago. I try to be that kind of role model for all the youngsters in Belgium. And I hope I can allow them to dream and reach their goal of becoming a professional player one day. To me, football has always been about pleasure, since I was a kid, and about joy, giving joy to people who are watching. I started off playing in the garden with my little brothers, and that's still what I'm experiencing today. Playing in my garden with a lot of people watching, against opponents, but alongside my friends. That's what it's about.
As Chelsea prepare for the quarter-finals, much will depend on the man whose name spells danger for all of his opponents.